This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by 日本語を話しますか?日本語を話しません. New Hampshire freedom activists gathering for action outside the courthouse in Concord, New Hampshire.
A demonstration, or at least a jury rights outreach,
is planned here. In the past, these have resulted in arrests.
They're here to support the activist Julian Heicklen, who's here from out of state. He's been traveling all over the country. I guess it's some of his injuries or something. Traveling all over the country, or at least all over the Northeast, informing jurors of their right to vote not guilty if they disagree with the law.
There is, I would say, a larger than normal Homeland Security presence here. Larger than what you'd have if there was nothing going on. But no one has come out to bother us yet, although one Fed agent did go across the street and is behind us now, I think. I'm setting up in, I guess, a mid-range or long-range position so that if arrests do occur over there on the other side, we over here will be able to film it without being on federal property. So they'd have to arrest both of us, both groups, in order to get away without being on videotape.
And I'll tell you,
here's more of a close-up shot of Julian.
I'm still in pain.
So what exactly happened here, Julian?
Well, they take me to the hospital. I don't talk. I use my Fifth Amendment rights. And so they try and get me talk. They beat on me here. They pinch my fingers. They shoved a bullet up my nose. Which was
they pinch your fingers kind of like the Japanese used to do to American soldiers?
I don't know how the Japanese...
They would pull their fingernails out, actually. But
yeah. But then they shoved a bullet up my nose, which was very painful.
So you were tortured?
Yes.
And where did this happen?
At the Bayside Medical Center.
In Maryland?
In Springfield.
Springfield. What?
Massachusetts.
Springfield, Mass.
That's
Okay.
where I was yesterday. All right. I guess it's time to start.
Julian, if I could just ask real quick, have you seen any difference in the kind of federal response here in this location compared to where?
You mean here in Concord?
Yeah, compared to other locations.
I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Okay.
But it is different in various locations. Some locations they ignore me, and other locations. I mean, New York is the worst, and Allentown is terrible too. These guys in Springfield were practically perfect. I mean, they were model officers.
What's the main reason why you do this in one sentence?
Well, the main reason I do this is because I would like to turn this into a free country again. I mean, we've lost our way. We're now the #1 prison state in the world. We've lost all our freedoms. You can't pass out literature on federal property. You can't take pictures on federal property, even though it's property that I own.
And what do you want? What is it that you want jurors to know?
I want jurors to
why are you reaching
know
out to them?
that they don't have to support the laws, enforce the laws. Their job is to see that justice is done. In fact, most of the advances that we got in freedom were done by juries refusing to enforce the laws, of which the first was William Penn in England, who was a Quaker, practiced it openly, which was against the Church of England. He was arrested, and the judge instructed the jury to find him guilty. But the jury refused. Nullified a section of the U.S. Constitution.
So Julian's now holding up his jury info sign, and he's going to be handing pamphlets to anyone that walks by. I believe a documentary crew is joining us. If I'm not mistaken, this will be about the 4th documentary crew to attempt a documentary on the Free State Project. None have ever actually completed one. We'll see if these guys actually finish one. Julian's supporters like Russell Canning here are spreading out to other parts of the courthouse area.
I'm standing here with Zach from Concord, or
Concord, yeah.
Zach from Concord. You were just walking by, and I told you a little bit about what's going on here. And I was wondering what your reaction was to what you're seeing here.
I just saw a lot of people over here. I thought it was pretty interesting what the guy thought about what this guy over here was doing for people that just in the jury just tell if it's guilty or not guilty by their conscience, and he's letting them know that when the judge is saying that they can't, yeah, they have to go by the law. So I think that's really cool that he's going out letting the jurors know. And I guess he got like hurt from the state government from that.
That's what he's saying, yeah. Do you walk past this building very often, or?
Yeah, I walk by quite a bit.
What's your impression of the way feds handle this area? Are they pretty quiet?
Yeah, I like it.
Well?
It's really clean, and the building's really nice. But I gotta get going. I gotta go.
All right. Thanks so much, Zach.
Yeah.
You take care.
They're witnessing to somebody.